everyone, welcome back to Suhi Speaks, where we do all types of review and reaction. And today I'm gonna be doing a spoiler-filled review of Mission Impossible 7 Dead Reckoning Part 1. And let's get it started. Make sure you like and subscribe, help my channel grow. We can grow together. Make sure you comment. This is a free community. Whatever you want to say. If you're a movie fan, show fan, tell me what you want me to review, talk about, see, recommend. I love TV, I love movies, I love entertainment. That's what we're here for. So without further ado, let's get started with Mission Impossible number 7. Mission Impossible 7 starts off with a Russian submarine way underwater where nobody knows this exists. They have the most deadliest killer machine ever possible, very hard. It's called a Padkova. Padkova. It's a Russian sub, and somehow something in the water catches his attention, trying to get to it. It basically makes it seem like a missile has been fired, a tornado has been fired, and the submarine is getting closer, or some type of vessel is getting closer, and the Padkova system is going haywire. And when this happens, they retaliate and they send their own torpedo, and when it goes through the projected vessel that is there, it just vanishes. So they say, okay, it's whatever. But at the same time, you see something interfering with the Padkova and taking it over. Some sort of artificial intelligence. And that's how the movie starts, with Padkova basically owns torpedo coming back, rerouting it and hitting them. It was tracking them. It was tracking the virus or whatever was given, and it hit them. Now it goes flash forward to Amsterdam, and Ethan Hunt is introduced. And this is where he's given his greatest and toughest mission yet, and is reminded why he actually joined the IMF and why he's been doing this for the past 30 years, and he's not been perfect, and this has been given a second chance. This is basically a second chance for everybody that's in this team. ILSA, second chance for her. Luther, Benji, Ethan Hunt, even Jeremy Renner, but he's not in this movie, so let's not talk about him. His mission is to find the Padkova keys before it gets to other hands. This is just a race to find the most deadliest weapon ever to exist, and it's a war and a race for anybody to find it. The person that actually had one of the keys is, you guessed it, ILSA. ILSA is one of the people that has keys, and Hunt has to get to her, protect her, whatever, make sure he gets the key. By the time he gets there, she's being hunted. This is in the Arabian desert in Yemen, and she's being hunted by other people. Remember, this is a global race. Ethan helps her, but she's dead. There's a meeting of all the leaders on the national security, the CIA, the secret intelligence, everybody's there. And the director, the CIA director, basically says to the Homeland Security Director that there is a secret organization, IMF, where they do co-op ops, and they're rogue and they don't follow anything, and they do all these secret stuff, blah blah blah. At the same time, you see Tom Cruise, Ethan Hunt infiltrate, knock everybody down. It was a cool scene, very cool scene. He knocks everybody down in this green smoke except the director. He gives him the package. He speaks to him and tells him, I have the stuff, but nobody's going to get. I have the key. I have the one half of the key. They have to get the second half. He's like, I have the one half of the key. I am not going to give it to anybody because this power is not supposed to be in anybody's hand. Even IMF, because they have screwed over Ethan Hunt so many times, and by now even the audience knows, yo man, this dude is constantly getting screwed by his own government, his own agency, his own people. So Ethan Hunt is like, nope, I'm not gonna give it to anybody. I'm gonna basically do it myself. So him going rogue, he finds Benji, he finds Luther, and they all agree. Obviously they're a team. ILSA is dead, but she's not. She basically pretended, Ethan Hunt pretended, and he told her to go hide, get away from this. You know, your life is more valuable. He loves her, he cares for her, and she's no longer here. So while they're doing this, Ethan Hunt is like, I'm going to try to sell the second half. This way it can lead us to answers. Because right now, nobody knows. Only the viewers know that Patkov is the greatest thing and it got destroyed. But there's this, and it destroyed and taken over AI. Nobody, Ethan Hunt doesn't know. He's not the viewer. He is in the, it is his movie. This is Mission Impossible. His impossible mission is this. So he is trying to go find the missing pieces and trying to sell this at the same time when he's in the airport and he's following the buyer of the other half of the key that he's assuming because they'll both be there. He gets pickpocketed by Grace, who is played by Hatley, Agent Carter. So Agent Carter, basically, I'm gonna call her Agent Carter because I can't say her name. Hayley, Hatley, Atwell, Agent Carter. So she pickpockets. Her name is Grace, and this is where I felt the movie kind of dragged a lot. It was a very back and forth where she's constantly deceiving, constantly, man. Thank God this is a spoiler, but she constantly did the same fucking thing so many times. She deceived Ethan many times. You are smart. Like, she basically kept on getting away, man. At some point, I'm just like, is she more valuable than everything else? Like, man, there's so many moments that I just find her annoying, but she was great too. She was a good character to add, good addition. But at the same time, you felt by her presence, somebody had to get scrapped. And everything was pointing to ILSA. For the past 2 movies, she's been hunted. She's been targeted. She is let go by her own agency. She's rogue. People want her dead. I don't think U.S. agency, IMF, anybody's going to accept. It was just a lot of things pointing in my wife even said Elsa's going to die, and it sucked. So they introduced Gabriel, this dude that is actually from Ethan Hunt's past. He apparently killed one of his lovers or something happened back then that made Gabriel this big antagonist and big villain in his life, that the moment Ethan Hunt discovered Gabriel's alive, it's like a whole big thing. So Gabriel's introduced. In my spoiler-free review, I said Gabriel's back. I myself was confused. Gabriel was never in any of the Mission Impossible movies. This is the first time he's been in this, so that's my bad, and I want to correct that moving further. So Ethan Hunt, he basically tries to find the information. He somehow persuades the pickpocketer. She gets trapped. She basically gets arrested. Is being hunted by every agency because he's rogue, and the CIA director is sending his own people to hunt him. So Tom Cruise is getting hunted every direction. At the same time, he has to find the keys. We could talk about the main bad guy. Is this entity, which is an AI, as it predicts everything. It predicts the next future steps. And I really like the little eagle eye-ish, knowing what the future holds and being so confident in the probability. And Gabriel is using that to his key. I really like Mantis's role. She was awesome. She had this bounty hunter bodyguard kind of thing. And her action scenes were really good. The sequence, oh man, very early on, the whole airport sequence where Benji is trying to understand Benji, and he knows that it has all these riddles and everything. There were a lot of suspenseful moments. It is action packed from the beginning. The White Widow, I know my friends are gonna make fun of this because I can't say my V's and W's, but it is what it is. Her role was good. She was very desperate. She showed the desperation, especially when everybody was meeting in the hall, in the club, and Gabriel said, I know exactly what you're going to do. You're going to be in the Orient Express. And she's like, how do you know this? And you're going to bring me the key. And then at the same time, Gabriel's like, the entity also said that you're going to choose one of them, and one of them is going to die, which is either ILSA or it's going to be Grace. And man, I really liked ILSA. She's a badass. She was great for Ethan Hunt. I really liked the chemistry. They were cute together, better than him and his wife. And I really wanted them to have a sunset. Them right off into sunset. I really wanted that as a fan, as a viewer. I thought they were cute together, but Gabriel killed her. There was a whole action scene. It was really well done. I think the action was outstanding. And since it's Tom Cruise, I'm just like, at this point, just like, it's normal. This guy's just unbelievable. And he truly is unbelievable. It's a great scene. Grace and Gabriel showdown. He almost kills her, but ILSA came and she paid the price. Ah, man. Again, I really wish it didn't happen. But this is where this movie went from 9 or 8.5 into an 8, and is why and how Ethan's actions were. He was too mature. He was too calm. Like, this is normal. I don't know. I felt like his duty took more over than how his heart was. Like, it did not, that human feeling, that him not getting a moment to even break, him not even getting a moment to do anything. I just feel like ILSA didn't get a proper send-off after the 3 amazing performances she has done for this franchise. I think she should have gotten a better sent off. I don't know. It felt like she got replaced right away by Agent Carter. Like, oh, now you gotta do it. I just still did not sit right with me. That's why I'm gonna bring it low. It's a personal thing. I think the song was great, the action is great, but it's also very predictable. At this point, mission is possible. At the end, they do not succeed. The entity is still in charge. It still has everything, but after this epic train action sequence, there's a lot that happens. The main director is there, the U.S. intelligence there. There's like whole everybody and anybody is just end up there. They're trying to get these keys, and it almost works. There's a whole train fight scene with Gabriel and Tom Cruise, and Gabriel thinks he one-upped it, but Tom Cruise pickpocketing skill. He's Ethan Hunt is just amazing. Overall, it's an 8 out of 10. A really good movie. I really enjoyed it. There's pros and cons. I just thought a lot of it was predictable, and even though I like the villain and everybody's back, I don't like the fact that they had to kill some people off to get another person. It just felt like a replacement, which I didn't want. I don't really care about that much. I like ILSA more than I like Grace. It is what it is. Grace helps Ethan escape. Looking forward to part 2. Are you excited for it? What did you think? What would you rate this? Is this the best Mission Impossible ever? I think number 6 is, followed by 5 or this. Like and subscribe, comment below. I'm Suhi, this is Suhi Speaks. I'll catch you next time. Take care, bye-bye.